through Thursday right here on YouTube at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, if you are catching the replay, it's meant for you when you click on this message. It literally took me 3 times to start this live. I don't know what's going to come out just yet, but I have an idea that you're supposed to hear it. Okay. There is something significant that you need to know. You could be in a significant time in your life. You could be getting ready to make some significant decisions, but there is some significance. I heard significance out here. All right, so let's tap into the energy and see what we have going on. You guys grab a comfortable seat, grab your drink of choice, grab a pen and a piece of paper because I may say something that you need to reference later. All right, and let's see what we have going on. I'm going to start with the angel deck. I love starting with the angel messages just so we can get the foundation of the energy before we start, okay? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this message finds you guys in a high vibration and expectation, okay? Let's get you some angel messages to start off. What do we have here, Holy Spirit? Self-acceptance and spiritual growth. But it's a no here. Yeah. Somebody hasn't accepted that you have grown spiritually, that you have grown, you could have outgrown things, people, places, things. It's a no here. Somebody is going to have to get clear, counseled, and released out of your energy because people don't or are not respecting your growth. A lot of people want to hold you to who you used to be, what you used to do, how you used to speak, who you used to hang around, what you used to do, or something like that. But there's a clear cancel and release and a no here. And I could tell that you've spiritually grown because you've been keeping your composure. I feel like, for real, honestly, the fact that these people won't let you spiritually grow or accept your growth and you've been able to keep your composure says a lot about you. You're going to be rewarded for it with the blessings and abundance. You're going to be rewarded for this. Okay? Because I feel like people have been tested. Oh, I heard testing your gangster. I heard testing your gangster. People have been testing your gangster. Give me one more here on this. I heard it again. Testing your gangster. Yeah, but you've been protected, guardian angel. Because your spiritual growth is important. Like I said, I think I said right at the beginning of the reading, there's some significance out here. There's some significance out here. What is significant that you grow spiritually? This is key. This is key. Okay. I'm hearing key to something about your future. So for a lot of you, high vibrational beings, you chosen beings in here, those of you that are watching, the significance is that you grow spiritually. Okay. It's very significant for your future, or it's something about your future. Why you need this growth. You've been protected though, because can you imagine? Let me just give you what I'm picturing. While you are growing spiritually, right? While you're learning to accept the new you, while you're coming into, you know, confidence, because it does take a level of confidence to be the new person, especially when you've always been one way, or you've always, made decisions based off of who you were. There is a new level of getting to know yourself once you come into the spiritual growth. Now, can you imagine as you spiritually growing, building your confidence in the new energy, people testing you, testing your gangster, like, really? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? This is what I envision when I'm talking about. For those of you, this is why you've had to have some spiritual, this is why you have I was going to say this is why you had to have a spiritual guidance or a spiritual guard or a protection, but spirit said guardianship. So there's this energy of guardianship. What's this guardianship? I don't like that. Yeah. Look, where you weren't in control. If whoever I'm talking to, there has been a time where you have been under someone else's guardianship, not in control of something. I don't know what that's about. That's a side note for somebody here. Maybe this is connected to like your mother or father, or maybe this is connected to God, source. Take it as it resonates. I'm not sure. That's a side note. That just came out of nowhere. That's a side note. Some of you guys could have been under some type of guardianship. I'll see if that comes out later in the reading, okay? Hey, Miss Yolanda, I'll see if that comes out later in the reading. But I'm almost like picking up like you guys have been spiritually growing and you guys had to have protection like a guardian angel because people have been trying to test you while you're spiritually grown. I feel like you passed the test though. But I mean, I could imagine the type of torture or torment that as you are growing spiritually, people testing you. And that's a problem that I have with a lot of people. Like y'all don't respect people's spiritual growth. Like if somebody used to be a crash out queen or king back in the day, or somebody used to lay hands on y'all, and you see somebody calming down and chilling, why press the issue? And I find that a lot of people like to bully individuals that are under spiritual growth, okay, or religious or spiritual. They like to kind of bully you, hoping that you will fall back into old patterns in order to say, I told you so. Or in order to say, or in order to say, that's how you are. You didn't grow. So that's what I'm picking up here. To answer your question, if you guys ever want to get a question asked or get a reading during the personals, you need to check the community board post because I have pre-scheduled opportunities for you guys to book personal readings during my lives, but you have to follow that method. All right. I'll drop it again today when I get off the live. Okay, so it is $22.22 for a live personal reading that I'll do while I'm live. That's the only way I'll do a reading while I'm live. I don't do those types of things. Okay. Let's try to look into this energy here, though. So I guess this is surrounding people here who knew you when. All right, whoever you are. Okay, well, welcome in, Wild. I appreciate you. I hope you hit that follow button. I hope I say something that you like, something that brings you clarity, enlightenment, and that you will become a community member. The more you engage, all right, with likes, shares, subscribes, follows, or donations, the more I pick up on your energy, right? So you wouldn't even have to ask a question because you becoming familiar with this platform and my readings would allow me to pick up on your energy, and most likely when you come here I'll be reading for you anyway. That's usually how that goes. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and see what this is. Holy Spirit, what is this energy here with my spiritually growing person? Okay, that people have been testing their gangster. What is this here, please? Baby, I told you, you about to be rewarded. The Nine of Cups, luxury. It's like luxury. It's like wish fulfillment. This is like celebration, party, and having a good time. Like whoever you are, you deserve this. With the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups talks about like it could be a sign of wish fulfillment, but it could also be like you celebrating. This could be you having a good time. This could be you partying. I feel like you're gonna be rewarded for growing spiritually. Yeah, look, because what you didn't see is this is how people wanted you. Eight of Swords, delayed, denied, imprisoned, or victimized. This is how people would have preferred to see you. The Eight of Swords to the Two of Swords is the Ten of Swords. Eight and two together is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords talks about defeat. Ten of Swords talks about endings. This is how people really wanted to see you, Ma. This is how people really wanted to see you, dude. Locked up in jail or in prison, victimized. They wanted to see you crazy or feeling less than, feeling not confident. This is why they were testing your gangster. That's why they was testing you. That's why they was bullying you to either see you locked up. Yeah, but you're too strong for that. With the strength card spirit is saying you're too strong for that. And that's what people got to understand, because I do know that I get a lot of cross watchers here, right? I do know I get a lot of cross watchers here. And I like to address y'all and I like to talk to y'all bitter bitches and bitter bums, right? Y'all really be out here testing people and you don't understand that you testing people, you bullying people, you mischaracterizing people or defaming their character, it only strengthens them. You are literally used as the vessel to get somebody to their ultimate celebration with the Nine of Cups. So while you think you are the vessel that's taunting somebody or tarnishing somebody's name, I promise you, I'm literally picking up that you are have become a vessel. And that while it fulfills some type of weird, ego or pride within you, the reality is that spirit says in Romans 8:28, all things, okay? All things work together for the good of those who are called according to the purpose and the plan. All things. So while you are being used as a karmic vessel, you have to understand that everything positive, negative, in the north node, the south node, from heaven to hell, left to right, is going to work in the favor of the chosen. And so when we see you attempting to bully, block, misjudge, misuse the collective, we laugh. Those of us that has mastered divine law and we understand the art of war according to spiritual law, we laugh at you. So while you may be laughing at the thought of what you think you're doing, we're laughing at you, because we'll know by the time we get to this point, you gonna be so jealous and so envious of the collective's celebratory energy when you were just laughing, when you were just making fun of the collective. Now you talking about and envious of what the collective has gotten to with their strength and the fact that they're celebrating. And we'll be laughing. This is a message and a lesson for you, collective. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying about you, the injustices that they're causing you, the gossip that they're using against you. You need to understand that divine law says it's all going to work in your favor. So, have you ever heard a nobody? Excuse me, have you ever heard anybody talking about a nobody? And instead of allowing this to impact your self esteem and your confidence, why don't you allow it to build your confidence? My head keeps getting bigger. I mean, it's literally getting bigger. My forehead is big, my head is big, because I allow the gossip and the chatter and the disrespect and the defamation of my character to blow my head up. The fact that I am a topic of conversation and that people would spend their time talking about me as if I'm a nobody, but yet people are spending their time. It blows my head up. It literally, and I think my head is starting to physically get big. I think my forehead is actually is actually swelling from I'm like, okay, y'all got to calm down a little bit because my little head is getting a little big now. But I hope this message reaches you in a way that helps you understand that you will be rewarded for keeping your composure and allowing yourself to accept the greatness within you. Once you realize that people don't talk about nobodies. And I feel like that's what we have going on here. And if you are strong enough to bypass imprisonment, delays, and denies, and you are strong enough to not allow it to victimize you and not seeing it as a defeat, I promise you, you are going to be rewarded. You understand? You are going to be rewarded. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is that about? I'm going to tell y'all what I heard, but let me see. What is that about? What is that about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Somebody's burdened. I just heard, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about. So if you are communicating with somebody about sex, or this could be a relationship, or this could be like an attraction, or this could be chemistry, or if you are about to actually engage in some type of, I feel like this is it's a burden for somebody. Somebody said, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. That's what somebody said. Somebody in your energy wants to talk about that. Okay. They want to talk about you and them. And this is going to be a burden. Who is this going to be a burden to? The hanged man. I told y'all, you study wrong, you study long. You study long, you study wrong. Who is this going to be a burden to? The hangman. Who couldn't make a decision, who was delaying it and putting it off. Now the energy is out there and it's about to be, because here go to action right here. Somebody's coming towards you. Somebody said, let's talk about it. Talk to me face to face. Talk to me face to face. Yeah, hangman, it's going to be a burden. You study long, you study wrong. Okay? Because here comes somebody here coming towards the collective. There he is. Look, King of Cups. This is going to be a loss for somebody. Why is it going to be a loss? Because somebody was too worried about what people were saying about you, all the while you were spiritually grown. That's why I tell y'all got to be careful listening to people. See, me, I like the people talk about. Me, I'm different. I like the people talk about. Because I'm like, you talking about them for a reason. Okay? You talking about somebody for a reason. I feel like whoever you are, right? You going through your spiritual growth, you being protected. People could have been trying to put you in this type of position, victimize you. Somebody could have saw you as this with the hangman. Because see, when people talk like this about a person, instead of seeing a person like this, like spiritually growing, who somebody could have potentially with the hangman seen you as this stuck, delayed, victimized, defeated, because you got people talking about that, right? You got people communicating about that. See what I'm saying? And I feel like this is how somebody saw you, and this is why it's a burden now, because you about to celebrate. And for some of you, it's a connection too, going down. Okay, somebody's legs is gonna be to the moon. I heard swinging. Somebody's legs is gonna be swinging. What is this? Get the fuck. This this is the second day in a row that I've been picking up on 18 plus content. Okay. Y'all know that in a few months I'm gonna be launching my 18 plus content. It's gonna be coming down the pipeline. I know y'all want it bad. Y'all want it bad. I can feel it. Y'all really want it bad. Okay. It's not the time. Okay. It's not the time. It's not the time. Okay. Get it right. Get it right. Okay. Somebody here with the hangman. Let's talk about this hangman energy because I feel like somebody that got caught up. The hangman is like the hangman talks about perception. The hangman talks about how a person or people perceive a thing, right? And so the hangman, when you're trying to understand something or you're trying to perceive something, you're trying to get a picture of something, you can delay, you can stop, right? It's the hangman. Let me stop and try to see. Let me try. And I feel like somebody could have been trying to figure you out. Are you stuck? Ain't you stuck? Are you a victim? Are you not a victim? And what that tells me, I'm just going to respectfully say it. Now I'm going to get, this is me giving my opinion, but this could be somebody that lacks vision because remember the idea faith is seeing what's not there. It's like the faith is like knowing. So this is telling me this hangman, the fact that you got hung, not being able to see somebody for who they truly were, tells me that either somebody lacks vision or somebody allowed others to cloud their vision here. So what's the hangman here? What's the hanged man? Or why is, yeah, look, King of Swords. King of Swords. This is could have been somebody who wasn't thinking logically. This could have also been somebody who, I'm just getting, this person wasn't thinking logically. Look, the Chariot, about your forward movement. Somebody saw you as being stuck, delayed, victimized, imprisoned. I don't know. The King of Swords in the reverse also sometimes is abuse of power or controlling. Somebody could have perceived you as that. Somebody could have perceived you growing spiritually or your spiritual growth as trying to control them or a situation or abuse your power in some kind of way. Somebody could have saw you as a King of Swords in reverse. They could have said, this is why you are stuck. This is why you are delayed. This is why you are imprisoned spiritually, mentally. This is why. Somebody could have equated what they perceived as your delay, okay, as you being reaping some type of karma. Maybe they thought you were controlling, narcissistic. Maybe they thought you abused your power in some kind of way. Let me see. Clarify the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is why. So this is why they were figuring something wasn't coming for you, why something wasn't working out for you. Somebody could have felt like, or could have been told, somebody could have been, it could have been implied that you were controlling, that you abused your power, that you were narcissistic, which I can see here. This is again why somebody was trying to justify. It's like these people were trying to justify, okay, why you were delayed or why you were defeated or why they were trying to defeat you or even why they were trying to imprison you. Some people could have been justifying this situation, circumstance. Clarify this Eight of Swords here. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, financial manipulator. Somebody, okay, so somebody here, they could have said that this is why you were imprisoned or victimized or delayed because you were money hungry, controlling, financial manipulator, a scammer, a schemer, abuse of power, controlling. This is definitely character defamation. Whoever you are, again, this is again why I'm telling you somebody was testing your gangster. All the while you was somewhere healing, trying to build your confidence, because it's a spiritual growth here with self-acceptance, guardian angel. Somebody was definitely misconstruing, misinformed about what was really going on with you. Yeah. Yeah, somebody, yeah, that's what I'm getting, Tam. Tam trying to say, is saying, trying to justify being evil, no excuses. Yeah, they could have been like, this is why they, were victimizing you. This is why they were delaying you. This is why you were being denied because you're a scammer, you're a financial manipulator, because all you care about is money. You abuse your power. This, yes, it's like a justification here. Absolutely. This is why they were trying to defeat you. And whoever this hangman, they bought it. I feel like this hangman, they could have bought it for a time. They could have bought it. That's what they believed. That's what they perceived. That's what the justification was, that this is, this is the situation. Maybe this is why somebody didn't take action. This is why somebody didn't take action, come towards you with the Chariot energy here. This is why somebody didn't come towards you. This is why somebody didn't take action and come towards you here. But all the while, look at you. You're lit up. You're lit up. Lit up. Loving on yourself. Straight lit up. Being protected by the angels. Tell me about this side of the conversation, Holy Spirit. Reveal to me why this is significant. This conversation. Yeah, because then somebody is saying this is why they were in this position to challenge you. You understand? This is why they were trying to challenge you. See, a number of people do that. This is why they were challenging you. This is why they were up against you, creating blockages for you. This is their justification here. Yeah, this is why they was making the investment, paying people to do this, paying people to do that. 88, as I say that here, It's like whatever they were saying, you just getting back what you put out. That's I just saw 88. So they were saying you only getting what you put out. This is like literally what somebody was saying. What's the spiritual growth here? The temperance. Whole time you balance. This is crazy. Because I'm trying to show you this is how your real character is. You know who you are. You know if you a bitter bitch, a bit of a liar, a deceiver, somebody that be lying out here, somebody that be um, defaming the collective. You know who you are. You know that the collective is really a balanced energy. This collective also could be an earth angel. Take it as it resonates, okay? But this earth angel is lit up. Their hearts lit up. Their throat chakra is lit up. It's telling me too with this throat, with this light. It tells me your throat chakra is open, okay? And with your throat chakra being open here with the spiritual growth and the temperance here, you're somebody here that's not afraid to speak up. And so if you're an energy here that's sent to balance something out, you may say things that people don't like. Okay. That's what I'm getting as well. You could be somebody that speaks your mind. You could be a truth teller. Okay. You could be somebody here that tells it like it the fuck is. Okay. And that's what makes you balanced. That's what makes you grown as a spiritually grown person as well. But I feel like whoever you are, you could have said something here. Spiritual growth with the temperance here. Yeah, I'm the boss. Like with the emperor, you stated who exactly you were, and that bothers people. So people sit instead of accepting you as the empress, somebody that births things, you know how to build things, you know how you're fertile. You could build a business, you could build whatever. You just the only thing that you did was stated who the fuck you was. Yeah, look, Nine of Pentacles. And so if that went against the picture that people painted against you, then that was the problem here. You all you did was state exactly who the fuck you was. And a lot of people don't want to accept you for who you are. You are the Empress. And in order to be the Empress, you have to spiritually grow. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go ahead and put out some corrections and some disclaimers. You are not an Empress if you are still doing the same thing that you was doing 10 years ago. You are not an empress if the things that you speak out of your mouth is the same things that you were speaking 10 years ago. You are not an empress just because you have a lot of friends. You are not an empress just because you have a lot of family or you have a business. You are not an empress. If you understand what I'm saying? Let me just explain to you a little bit about what the empress is. The empress is every queen in the deck. The Empress is every queen in the tarot deck. The Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? In order to be the Empress, you have had to close out every cycle in the deck. The Queen of Pentacles, understanding how to have a business, how to be a mother, how to run a home. The Queen of Hearts, how to love, how to nurture, how to give, even when you give nothing in return. The Queen of Wands, how to use and balance your sensual and sexual energy to persevere when times call you to persevere. Okay, the Queen of Swords, how to have boundaries, how to be logical and remove your emotions. You understand? There are some characteristics to being the Empress, and one of those things is understanding you must close out every cycle in your life. That means you leave no cycle open. The Empress gets to the Empress because you close out cycles. You can't still be fucking on your baby daddy from 20 years ago, even though you're not together. That's a cycle that's still open. You still can't be dealing with your ex from 5 years ago, letting him come back whenever and however he want to because you once loved him. That is a cycle that's still open. You have to learn how to close out the cycles and be done. The Empress is the Empress because the cycle is closed and done, and you never go back to a closed door. You understand? And so, if we could just stop allowing people to live in these illusions and delusions, we'll be better off as a collective. But I just wanted to enlighten you as to what makes the Empress the Empress. The Empress is not an energy that allows cycles to remain open Once the Empress is done with you, the Empress is done. Why is this energy here? Because I'm saying, why don't we just have the energy talking about the collective is about to receive a reward, the collective is being celebrated or about to celebrate, the collective has spiritually grown and accepted themselves and is being guarded. Why do we have the explanation of these conversations? Why is this energy here? Thank you. Okay, because these people are under judgment and they want a new beginning. Okay. So whoever these energies are that didn't take action at one point when it came to you, right? Didn't take charge, didn't take action. They are now facing burdens. They have some burdens here. There's a lot of responsibilities. I see you, Miss Alicia. Thank you so much. Listen, there's a lot of responsibilities on these people now, respectfully. There's a lot of responsibilities, burdens. The plate is heavy, the plate is full, okay? And they need a new beginning. They're under judgment and they need a new beginning. And here you are. You're the one that persevered. Now you're being looked at as the one who persevered. Despite people claiming that you did this for money, you did that for money, that you was abusive, that you was controlling, that you was narcissistic, that you were delayed, you would never get to your destiny. Despite all the stuff that these people said, now they burden and they see that you've persevered because the Queen of Wands is an energy that has persevered. Now they want a new beginning. Now they want to start over. Forget what we said. Forget what was said. Forget what people told. Forget what we told people about you. Shh, shh, shh. Act like that never happened. Act like that never. We never said that. No, we never said that. We never did that. That never happened. We didn't do that to you. We didn't. Okay. Alicia Ruiz, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. May it return to you tenfold in this season. Okay, thank you. So here's the Fool that's under judgment. What's going on with this Fool energy? Not, and I'm not saying it as like this person is a fool. Okay, the Fool card in the tarot means new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith. Okay, what's the judgment here with the Fool energy? This person could be calling judgment here. Whoever this person is that, okay, so I got clarity. Whoever this person is that wants to take this leap of faith and have a new beginning, they call in judgment on the people that told them this. Okay. With this judgment energy, somebody is most likely calling judgment on the people that told them this, gave them this information about you here. This is why they want to have a new beginning because they could have believed it, respectfully, they could have believed it here. Yeah, look, they're calling judgment because they got love for you. Somebody got some love for you. Ace of Cups to the Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups to the Ace of Wands. So you believed what you heard, which caused you not to take action. It put you in a hangman. It caused you to be delayed. Okay. It caused you to delay or delay the collective or even do things towards the collective. But now that you see the collective have persevered, now you want to take action and you in love. And I'd imagine that watching you overcome rumors, defamation of character, people coming against you, testing your gangster, people working against you. I would imagine somebody seeing you overcome that would make somebody fall in love with your perseverance, with your confidence, with your resilience, right? Because not too many people can maintain a level of composure while being tested and looking good doing it. and coming out on top. I would I would expect that people would eventually fall in love with you or want to have some type of attachment to you here. But this person is calling judgment, and I like to see judgment. But I hope it's judgment on yourself. Let me see. This person is calling judgment. So they look at the Ten of Swords. Remember, this is that same energy that people was hoping for you with the Ten of Swords. Because we saw the Eight of Swords to the Two of Swords being associated with you. So now this person could be calling judgment off with their head. Somebody's calling for somebody's defeat, somebody's ending, or they could be ending something with somebody. But they are definitely doing a Ten of Swords. And this is the same energy they was hoping for you. And now they got it for somebody else. A sneaky high priestess. High priestess to the Seven of Swords. A sneaky high priestess. So this could be somebody with spiritual gifts. A practitioner. A sneaky high priestess. Everybody knows somebody that's a spiritualist. Okay? Everybody knows somebody that's a spiritualist. But do y'all know anybody that's a good person? Are y'all spiritualists and high priestess that y'all associated? Are they gossipers? Are they shit starters? Do they talk about people? Are they good people? Because I'm feeling like, why would you have to call judgment on a high priestess for being sneaky? Why would a high priestess be sneaky? A high priestess is divine and has wisdom. Y'all got some questionable spiritualists around y'all. Y'all got some questionable high priestesses and readers and spiritual people around y'all. Y'all do. Y'all do. Because it's like, why would you have to call judgment on somebody? What, like, and the reason is because this person was lying. How are you a high priestess and you lying? Let's expose the high priestess here. The sneaky high priestess, Seven of Swords to the high priestess. Let's see. Let's see. Look, we got somebody in. You mad? Specialist, you mad? You might be the sneaky high priestess showing up in here today. Okay? We already, and what y'all will see with my readings is I will attract the very energies that I'm talking about, because I just said they be testing your gangster, right? And then here she come in here. You know what I'm saying? This is the same stuff we talking about. Like, it happens. Let the energy reveal itself, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to read energy. So you got to understand that's just confirmation as to exactly what I'm picking up in the energy, right? People that be testing your gangster. People that be telling lies, defaming your character. She came right in and spoke it up. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna let her have her time, please. I'm gonna give her 15, okay? So that you could know this shit's real. This is not a joke, okay? This is real, okay? Them energies be real, and I'll be reading the energy for real. They here to do their job, exactly what we're reading. So let's let her do exactly what we're reading. But let's talk about this high priestess here, okay? With the Seven of Swords. Sneaky high priestess. All right. So whoever this high priestess is, their new beginning, Ace of Wands, which talks about new beginnings with the Wheel of Fortune, is karma. Because somebody's calling judgment. And I'm going to find out like what exactly judgment this person, but this person, whoever that high priestess is. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. So somebody went to a reader. This is what I'm picking up. Whoever that person was, the hangman, they went to a reader. And this is what that reader told them with the high priestess energy. This is what the reader told that person. Look, I'm at the bottom of this is a whole different deck with the hangman. A whole different deck. A whole different deck with that hangman. This hangman, whoever was trying to get the right perspective, whoever was delayed or whoever stopped from coming towards you, they went and got a reading, or they consulted with the high priestess. A tarot, it could have been a tarot reader, a practitioner, a spiritualist. Take it as it resonates. I'm telling you. That's why this person is calling judgment, because they consulted with a reader. Look, there's that Nine of Cups, because this person wanted to celebrate you. Because it's the same, this is the whole new deck with the same cards coming out, the Nine of Cups. This person wanted to celebrate with you. This person wanted to, saw you as their wish fulfillment, and they went to a reader. And that reader definitely told them something. Yeah, this person saw you as a star energy here. And they definitely wanted to move forward with you. They did. But they went and consulted a reader. Look, paid her, Six of Pentacles. They paid a reader to tell them about you. So that's why this person, yeah, look, this person was heartbroken. Whatever that reader told them broke their heart. That reader told them that you were a financial manipulator, that you wasn't going to, that you was, going to be after their money or only after their money, or that you was a schemer, a scammer, that you was delayed, that you was denied, that you was stuck, that you wasn't going nowhere. That's what the reader told this person here. Yes, it is. And this person, look, juggled. Now they couldn't make up their mind. This person could have even started dealing with that reader here. Two of Pentacles. That's the truth here. That person could have even started messing with that reader. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, the reader lied. That's why this person's mad, calling judgment now. Yeah. So he could have known, he could have knew a specialist. He could have knew her and went to her and tried to get a reading and ended up messing with her. Ended up messing with her. And he was juggling the collective, who he saw as wish fulfillment, and the reader. That's why he in a stuck position, in the hangman position right now. That's why the hangman stuck. He's stuck. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I said, why would that person be sneaky? Well, if she saw an opportunity, if she's reading the cards and it's saying that this man wanted to celebrate, take care of this woman, celebrate with this woman, move forward with this, why wouldn't she insert herself and lie and twist it up? That's why y'all got to have discernment. Now this hangman is calling judgment because they stuck in the hangman position. Yeah. Page of Wands. Ace of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's gonna get bad luck. Look, the actual Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is who was the financial manipulator. The sneaky high priestess. That's who the financial manipulator was. Because she wanted the financial opportunity for herself. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You got to be shitting me. Look at her creating that illusion for that masculine here with the Seven of Cups, which talks about illusions and lies. In order for her to have a new beginning, y'all be getting tricked out y'all spot. Look, in order for her to bring herself justice, y'all be going to these readers and they be fucking y'all's world up. Somebody got clarity now. Now you see. Now you understand. Now you know. Okay? Look. Somebody didn't want to miss that opportunity. Somebody saw you as gullible. Somebody saw the hangman as gullible. Yep, Queen of Pentacles, self-centered, jealous. This person got jealous of the collective. Yep, that's why once y'all find y'all reader, once y'all acknowledge that y'all have a reader or a spiritualist that you vibe with, stick with your person. Stick with one person. Y'all should not be jumping from reader to reader to reader to practitioner to spiritualist. Once you find your one person, stick with your person. Y'all got no look. That's fucked up. Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles new beginning is to receive some kind of karma. What's this Wheel of Fortune here? Because that's breaking spiritual law. That's not ethical and that's not integrity. When somebody comes to you for a reading or spiritual guidance and you mislead somebody for your own personal gain, okay? Yeah. So I feel like this even though that and what's going to bring about that karma is somebody calling judgment. But I feel like judgment was going to be called on this person anyway with the Wheel of Fortune for them breaking their own divine law. That goes, if you're a spiritualist, you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Somebody here was balanced, okay? Whoever this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this sneaky high priestess, this person wanted harmony. You know, this person wanted balance. Somebody could have been going through something. And they up in their head about it right now. Now they can't sleep. Because they off balance. There's an imbalance here now. Because this person created a bond. Look at this. Somebody bound themselves to a King of Wands. And this person could be ending something with this person. This person bound themselves to this King of Wands. That's what they did in that reading, in that they clarify this devil energy here. They did some type of binding ritual to get this King of Wands to fall in love with them, with the King of Cups energy. So you wonder, how did your feelings go from the collective to the sneaky high priestess? It was a spell. Some type of, I don't know what they do to do that. How did you go from a leader, because the King of Wands is a leader, a visionary, seeing the bigger picture. How did you go from a leader seeing the bigger picture to in love with a sneaky high priestess, child? Look, Knight of Wands. Look, to the hangman, taking action. Now somebody's stuck. Now somebody is stuck. Knight of Wands, they took that action. They went over there and they got stuck. Now you stuck over there because you bound. Now you stuck, Pooh. Now you confused. You can't sleep. Look, and somebody can ready to have a new beginning. This is how y'all be getting tricked out of your spot. Here go the new beginning right here, and it ain't gonna be you, King of Cups, King of Wands, whoever you are, because you stuck. Now you confused. Now your mind discombobulated. You went from having a clear vision, insight as to who somebody was, to being all confused, discombobulated, and just fucked around in your mind. And now somebody's gone. Somebody's taking a leap of faith, having a new beginning. Eight of Pentacles. Because somebody's going to work on true love. Somebody's going to go get their love, baby. Just because you got fucked around and got delayed and you got stuck and you didn't go towards it, don't mean nobody else ain't going to want it. The same thing that you initially saw in the collective, somebody else going to see too, boo. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't the only one. Now you stuck. Not a wise. You stuck. Because I'm guaranteed, let me see, why are you stuck here? Why are you in this hangman position stuck? All off who you celebrated with. Somebody could have put something in your drink. Y'all had a good time, didn't you? Y'all went and celebrated. You thought this was you stuck. You thought this was your wish fulfillment. You thought y'all was going to celebrate and have a good time. What's this Nine of Cups energy here? Your new beginning, look, and now you having to defend yourself. Somebody went and thought somebody was their wish fulfillment, like this person helped them out, saved them, and now somebody is defensive with the Seven of Wands. Somebody is defensive with the Seven of Wands. They having to defend themselves now. What you once was celebrating, y'all went out, y'all had a good time, y'all was partying. Now you got to protect yourself from this energy. Now you actually got to protect yourself from this energy. Seven of Wands, the same person that you were celebrating with, and y'all was drinking, had a good old time. You was over there lovey-dovey, and now you in a Seven of Wands, baby. Golly, dang. What's the Seven of Wands? Seven. Somebody's got to protect their money. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Seven of Wands. Now somebody's challenged. Somebody's in a struggle. King of Swords. Now somebody's cold. Now somebody's trying to use their logic. King of Swords. How did I get here? How did I get in this position? King of Swords. Now somebody's trying to use their logic. But Spirit said you lost your logic. You lost your common sense. For thinking your wish fulfillment was for you having to struggle. Now you struggling with somebody. The same person you thought look at this. Somebody destiny swapped. The same shit somebody was telling you about the collective you about to experience. The King of Swords, whoever this masculine is that's happened to defend themselves. Now you stuck, delayed, in prison, victimized. With the Eight of Swords. Could be even facing prison time. And it's going to be public. This is public. Now you being seen publicly as imprisoned, victimized, stuck, delayed, denied. You could even be going to prison. They could be talking about this. Six of Wands. This is like public. Six of Wands. Somebody's seeing this person as stuck. While you move on, collective. Six of Swords. To your independence and stability. I cannot make this shit up. Now somebody could want to be rushing in. That's crazy. How did that person get there? All from going to a spiritualist, a reader, trying to listen to other people about somebody that you cared about and you saw as wish fulfillment. Can't nobody ever tell me about my person. Could nobody ever sway me. I trust my discernment so much. I would rather be wrong off my own lack of discernment and intuition than take somebody else's advice and find out I was wrong later. I promise you. I would rather test my own discernment and listen to my own intuitive feeling about somebody than to go to somebody else and ask their opinion. I never talk to other people about somebody. Mm-mm. I'd rather be wrong on my own. But whoever this person is, they didn't got caught up. Somebody's caught up. Caught up? Usher? Yeah, nobody should be able to tell you what's good for you, what's bad for you. None of that. That's why it's immature. People are immature. That's what separates the Empress from everybody else because the Empress is not. That's crazy. What's this Eight of Swords? What is this person public? What's going to be seen publicly with this Eight of Swords? The lie, the illusion, the heartbreak, and the betrayal. Whoever this masculine is publicly, you're going to be seen as somebody who believed a lie and got betrayed. That's going to be the gossip around town. It's going to be the information that's spread about you. This because the Six of Wands is public. Like this is going to be public. How you believed a lie and got betrayed, and you ended up either stuck, delayed, denied, or imprisoned. I don't know what you did to fuck yourself up in this manner like that, but it's going to go public here with the Seven of Cups. Like it's gonna be like, dude believed an illusion, dude believed a lie, a girl, take it as a resonance, no gender and tarot, and they heartbroken, they betrayed. What's the Three of Swords to the Eight of Swords? Fucked up. Look, you believed that lie, and you backstab and betrayed the Empress. Now you're going to go to jail. You're going to be delayed. You're going to be in prison, victimized. Take it as it resonates. Look, here's the judge. This is a Queen of Swords. Or this could be you and this Empress breaking up or having boundaries towards each other, or like no longer together or something like that. Here, look, the Emperor. That's the truth. This Queen of Swords and the Emperor now. That's fucked up. Now you gonna want to come rushing in. Somebody single, independent, and moving on. Ain't no coming back. Yeah, you believed a lie and you betrayed, backstabbed the Empress. Now you stuck. Going to prison, something. This is over. Yeah, it's over. That's defeat, endings, separations, changes. It's no more. All right. Yeah, Page of Wands. That's procrastination, conflict, lack of direction, couldn't make a decision, in conflict. A double minded man is unstable in all their ways. Look, you went towards somebody that was competing with your person. The Lovers to the Five of Wands, competition, chaos, tension. That's what you decided to do. Your lack of direction and procrastination brought about chaos, tension, competition to this love connection that you decided to go towards or that you decided to avoid. I hate that for y'all. I hate that for them, collective. I hate that for people, man. I hate it. I hate that people talk so much they don't listen to their own intuition. I hate that for people. I really do. You could tell too. You could tell somebody's energy shift towards a person. You could tell they've been running their mouth. You could tell they go and they allow others to impact them. And I hate that they do that. I think it's a sign of immaturity. It's like you don't trust yourself enough. Like you don't. Why would you ever include yourself in somebody else's business? Why would you ever include somebody in your business? You're not grown. You a child. Are you a baby? Tell me I'm not right. Tell me I need some guidance. Tell me. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all too fucking grown for that shit. Yeah, motherfucking kids. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit here. So the Empress came out twice. Let's talk about the Empress, all right? By the way, shout out to the Empress, okay? I think you guys should be appreciated and celebrated as often as you can. And I love the fact that you came out twice, okay? It shows me that whoever you are, you literally deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to be rewarded. You deserve to be acclimated, is what I'm hearing as well. Because again, you're somebody that represents every feminine energy in the deck. You have closed out cycles in your life. You have created boundaries. You're just an extravagant, well-rounded, well-developed person, and it is such an honor to have you in my reading today. It's such an honor to be presenting this information to you today. And I'm so excited you're here. Let's talk about you for a second, okay? Split the deck, King of Swords. This person could be really delayed. This person could be facing prison time. Look behind this truth here, King of Swords. Okay, yes, period. Yeah. I'm always gonna give credit where credit is due. I am never a hater. Okay, I love to see it. Your shine don't intimidate me. Your greatness don't intimidate me. You getting everything you desire and want in life, it doesn't intimidate me. I think you deserve it. I think it should be more celebratory energy towards divine feminines and divine masculine who mature and allow themselves to spiritually grow. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that you can have self-confidence and self-esteem in despite people trying to test you and coming against you and defaming your character and lying on you and people allowing other people's opinions to cause them not to give towards you. I mean, the things that you guys have to overcome should be, it should be a standard. It should be talked about. It should be celebrated many, many, many times over. I'm just so excited for you, collective here. All right, the Empress, beautiful, fertility, nurturing. The Empress is the King of Wands, is what I heard. I heard the Empress is the King of Wands. You now, you see what I'm saying? Because whoever didn't listen to you, whoever decided to go towards another to get information about you, you got their gifts. You got the King of Wands. We saw that in the second spread that was listening to somebody else that turned into the King of Cups. You ended up getting the leadership ability, the visionary ability. You see things from a broader perspective, a bigger perspective. You see the whole picture. Whoever you are the King of Wands. You have authority spiritually, whoever you are here. All right, with the bottom of the deck being the Ten of Pentacles. You are the ancestor's choice. You are the legacy. You're going to have long-term success. You are going to be the generational curse breaker and the generational wealth, period. Yeah, you are the sunshine. You are the sunshine, my light. With the sun card, the happiest card of the day. You're enlightened. You're the one with the clarity. You're the one that's going to be happy. You're the one that's going to have joy, child. It's you. It's you. It will always be you. And you did it independently. You understand what the Nine of Pentacles? Let's talk about it. You're the leader. The reason you are the King of Pentacles is because you did this shit alone, independently here. You're the Nine and the motherfucking Ten of Pentacles. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that rarely happens. That rarely happens because the Ten of Pentacles is usually representation of a marriage, like a partnership, like doing it together. But whoever I'm talking to, you did it independently. Okay? That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying here. Yeah, this is why you get to move forward. You understand? This is why you get to move forward. You did something so magnificent. Very few people do this. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, fast communication. Okay, a hermit energy. Okay, somebody that's going within. Okay, this King of Swords. Look at them. Somebody want to take some type of action and celebrate with you now. The King of Swords, the one that listened to that sneaky high priestess or something like that here. Let's talk about the Empress. Yeah, you get this good luck and good karma with the Wheel of Fortune. You got it going on out here. Whoever you are, or you will. For some of you, this is something you're going to experience. Keep going. You know, if you're somebody that character is being defamed, if you're somebody that people is lying on you, if you are somebody that people are misunderstanding, being misinformed about, defaming your character, keep on going. Keep allowing your confidence to be, okay, I was going to say keep allowing your confidence to grow, but I heard felt. So your confidence, people are going to be able to feel your confidence. It's going to exude. It's going to come off of you. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Yeah, because you're ending up, I'm telling you, the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles to the Sun card to the Wheel of Fortune. That's clarity, enlightenment, blessings, vitality, joy. Okay. You about to have a new cycle, and this new cycle is going to be a strong stability. A lot of money is out here going to be for you here. I don't know what you're working on here, but your lifestyle is about to change. Your life is about to change. Things are okay. I heard expectations. You can expect things to change. Okay. You could be expecting something. Clarify. Thank you. An investment. So you can expect to. Seven of Pentacles. You can expect an investment. That's what I heard. But the Seven of Pentacles is perseverance. It's also hard work. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, because I heard investment. You can expect an investment. Yeah, some balance, the temperance, harmony. Somebody's taking action. And this is going to cause a tower. Somebody's trying to change them going to prison. With the tower to the Eight of Swords, because I said the King of Swords is going to prison or going to be delayed or in prison. Somebody's trying to change this with the tower. Somebody's trying to avoid a tower. They're taking action. They're going to make an investment. Seven of Pentacles. What's the tower? Star. They want to heal something. And they want it to be seen. Somebody wants to publicly heal something with you, because the star energy is renewal, opportunities, creativities, and then the sun card is like clarity. I feel like somebody wants to be seen, or they're getting clarity that they need to heal something with you. All right, what's this? Somebody's trying to avoid a tower. Look, Five of Cups. Somebody feels ashamed, or this is a loss, or this is grief. But I'm also getting that somebody here is closing out a cycle with a Queen of Cups. Yeah, look. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened. So this person went towards the sneaky high priestess, okay? And now they trying to avoid a tower, because whatever they did with that high priestess child resulted in them being in the hangman for real, delayed, okay, or stuck. Somebody's coming to make an investment because they didn't took a loss. What's this loss? They're gonna lose, or they could feel ashamed about this Queen of Cups. Okay, whoever that energy is that they went towards, because they're coming up as the King of Cups, like you fell in love with her. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, mother and father. They could even have children together. Take it as it resonates here. You definitely fell in love. Somebody could feel bad about it. Yeah, 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 yep, 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 yep. There's a lot I could say, and I feel like I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna do a part two, you guys, on this, and put part two in the membership section, because I do feel like there's more to this story here, with this shame, with this loss here, with this Eight of Swords imprisonment here, with somebody choosing a scammer, or a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody was character that, because that sounds like a lot of laws being broken. If somebody was like saying that you was a scammer, schemer, financial manipulator, abusing people for money, abusing your power, that's character defamation, and that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we got to think about what this tower could represent, and why Eight of Swords with the imprisonment came out here. Yeah, you want to avoid imprisonment because you know at the end of the day, you and that person was breaking the law by defaming the collective's character. And if that impacted the collective in any type of way, that's breaking the law. So I feel like there is so many aspects. There's aspects of this story that I'm not tapping into, because one, YouTube don't pay me enough. Okay. But I think I will tap into, I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to talk about this um in the extended version. We're going to do an extended version of this right now. Okay. We're going to head on over there. So if you're a member, you guys, when I get off this live, I'm actually going to hop on to a members only live, and we're going to go ahead and tap in to this energy, because somebody's definitely trying to avoid prison time. Okay. But whoever you are, there is an investment coming, or there is a lot of money on the table. This could, especially, like I said, um, Alicia, go to the post, go to the community board, and it should be a link there on the community post. Whoever you are, this is money, this is business, this is you reaping the rewards of your labor. This is so if this character defamation, or if this whatever these individuals did, if it impacted your stability, it impacted your legacy in any type of way, I feel like you have to be compensated for that. Okay. um and so we're going to look into that right now, you guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, as I have celebrated the Empress, and I've given you the information on the Empress. But I do want to go ahead and check in and see what we have when we go talk about these individuals avoiding prison time. Okay. So shout out to the Empress. Yeah, you're going to get back everything that you lost plus some. And yeah, join me over on the membership live right now. We're going to go ahead and continue this in the extended version. All right. See you later.